Yoo-hoo! Ladies and gentlemen on WCReplays.com, this is Sasuke again with another audio commentary for WCReplays.com, the best site for everything you need about Warcraft. So, what I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to show you guys two practice games of myself. The first one being against the USA player Sasuke. I'm sure most of you guys know him. He recently became the runner-up at the USA WCG qualifiers, and this is one of the practice games which we did before as preparation for a long walk for him then. And then the second game is going to be against also a human player, SJ Cass, and both games will be on Twisted Meadows and will be about the Warden and the push. And with the push I mean Dryads and Glaive Thrower push. So before we're going to do that, I need you guys to queue up the replay of Sasuke at 1 minute mark at 1x speed. So, meanwhile, while you're doing that, I'm going to talk about some random stuff again, which I always do. So, yeah, I like camels. I really do. So, yeah. A few weeks ago, there was the WCG qualifier for the Netherlands also, which unfortunately I finished 5th to 8th. I felt it was a pretty bad performance of myself, but unfortunately my mouse broke, so it kind of had to do with bad luck also, because I didn't get to play with my own mouse, but one of the mouses at the location where the WCG qualifier was held. So that was pretty sucky. I'm sure most of you guys know it. If you get a new mouse, how you gotta adapt to it, and you at least gotta take a few days before you really get used to the mouse and play at your old micro level, probably even more. But I had to play with a different mouse, different settings, so that was kind of sucky for me. But I hope to do better at the NK Gaming, which will be in a few weeks, which is basically means the Dutch Championship of Warcraft 3. But even if you win it, you won't get to go to something as awesome as WCG. But this qualifier is Sushalicious won it. He is an up-and-coming talent from the Netherlands. He plays Undead. Very unique style. He puts lots of thought in his game, which is good. And his Fiend micro is pretty amazing. He also did really well in last Sodak, where he won against Focus, but he didn't play as impressively, unfortunately, against Czech in a round later. So, unfortunately for him, he didn't win that. But then again, it's Czech, and well, he's just an up-and-coming player, so I think we'll get to see a lot more of him in the future. If you guys are interested in reading WCG coverage, it should be up on WC Replays in a few days with pictures, a little backstory, stuff like that from how I experienced the LAN. So yeah, if you guys wanna check that out and leave a comment, that would be cool. So you should get the game of Sasuke at 1 minute. I don't even have it started yet, so I'm just gonna keep on talking. So that was basically the WCG experience. It was fun seeing everybody again. It's always fun to hang out with Warcraft people. Seriously, it is. At first, you expect them to be really big nerds or the biggest douchebags and like the guys who you expect to be stupid or not cool. They are usually the coolest for some reason. They act like tards on the internet, and they're like really cool in real life. And the guys who act really cool on the internet are usually the biggest douchebags in real life. But yeah, that's really weird. So anyways, you should have the replay at the 1 minute mark right now, and we're going to resume really soon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resume. Okay, so I'm spawning at the top right corner. Sanki's at the top left. I have no idea why I know why he's there, because I just put off the fog of war, and for some reason I have my wisp there, and I don't see it. And seriously, I don't hack. So what? I don't know. For some reason, I must have known that he was there. Okay, this is fucking weird. This creeps me out. But anyways, I'm putting a second wisp over there. I probably saw something, but in the replay it doesn't show it. A peasant or something moving there or something. Or shit, I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm going for a Warden. And the reason why I do this fast scout is because if he's on a good position like this, which is easily accessible for me, I'm able to run my warden, and usually I'll do a AOW creep, but for some reason I don't do it now. It was practice games. I was just perfecting this strategy against Sasuke. It's always good to play against good players with a strategy you want to test or improve or whatnot, because when you play against good players, it's... I get blocked by a fucking pig. Seriously, why is there a pig? I said the same thing in my old audio commentary, but why the fuck do they put those things there? Anyway, Sasuke gets an EXP tome. I try to kill as much peasants as possible, which is this is a pretty bad start for me. Gets intel, which is pretty good in Archmage, I guess, and then the EXP tome. But I managed to kill off 2 or 3 peasants and a footman, so my warden is halfway level 2. Now you see I'm building a Ancient of War at the bottom and an Ancient of War at the top, so I can power creep my warden to level 3. The reason why is because warden level 3 seriously kicks ass. You gotta like either Shadow Strike or Fan of Knives. Level 2 is a fine skill, but as you will see soon, I don't skill my second skill until I reach level 3. Because if I get surrounded, unfortunately, like let's say at this moment Sasuke would have surrounded me with 2 footmen, the water elemental, and the archmage, and I would have been level 2, and I already skilled Fan of Knives and Shadow Strike. I wouldn't have been able to get out. I had to burn TP. But if I didn't skill it yet, I would be able to skill Blink easily and just get out of it. So therefore, don't skill your second skill until you reach level 3 or 4. So now I'm just I'm teching quickly, getting a Hunter's Hall. I have no need for archers right now because I'm going to be power creeping, and archers are pretty useless against a level 3 archmage. Hunters are weak against it too, but they are more easy to harass with because of their high maneuverability and movement speed. So I'm going to creep the Goblin mercenary camp. It's just a mercenary camp. It's not owned by a goblin. So I'm gonna sell my TP because my strategy revolves around an all-out push. It only really works against expanding humans, but when you play against humans like Sasuke, they just basically they always expand, and if not, you gotta just scout if they expand, then you just tech also, and just do your regular bear dryad shit or whatever you want to do, whatever makes you feel comfortable. So the warden is creeping right here. It's leveling pretty fast already, level 2. Now it's at 2.5 after it finishes this camp. I pick up a lucky item, a potion of greater mana, which is an awesome item to have on your warden. As you can see, I didn't skill my second skill yet, just to be sure. Now I'm going to finish creeping for the level 3, because level 3 is essential before you push. You gotta have level 3. If you don't have level 3, you're fucked. So Sasuke's expanding, he's basically defending a bit right here. And the main points you gotta